Hi guys, how are you doing? It's your girl Owamie, and welcome back to my channel. I know that it's been quite a while, but yeah, we are coming back. And before you actually say, "Oh, me," guys, this Monday we're having To Hell and Back season 2, episode 1. So we are definitely in production, and we are airing our first episode of season 2 of To Hell and Back on Monday. Now I know that I did a live. There were talks of certain things that I've spoken about that I'm gonna go ahead and just address. There's also a video that I got sent of the ancestor that was still going to actually discuss that I was supposed to have actually posted for you guys, right? So just to give a bit of a background, right? First of all, if you're just joining me, please do subscribe. And please make sure that you actually like and you comment and you share, right? So for some of you guys that do not know me and they're only getting to know about me through this channel, my name is Owamie and I am an entertainment blogger, award-winning entertainment blogger at that. I have been on the internet since year 2017, and I don't even want to lie. Hey, it has been a pleasant experience because obviously this is my source of income, right? This is how I make my money. This is how I make my living. Yes, I am a full-time content creator. So, just for some of you guys to basically know, I talk about celebrities, I talk about anything that is trending, honestly, and I hear a lot of stories, man. Some stories I don't report, some stories, of course, I will. Sometimes I want to report about a story, but I just don't have the time at that point. And with entertainment, unfortunately, the news is very much right now. A story that I hear today is not gonna be relevant Friday. That's how it actually goes. So I would say that I was really honestly under the impression that I've had it all, or almost I've had it all, right? So obviously, I feel like everyone can see that most people are going into podcasting. I had actually wanted to have a podcast of my own for a while, but I did not know how to go about it when it came to the production side. I'm someone that has always reported on celebrity news or trending topics from my house. So of course, I knew that it would not be the safest to actually have people come to my house, and besides, the space would just not be big enough. And so that was when I fortunately got Manu Media. They had a studio, they had lighting, they had cameras and everything. And so I decided that obviously I'm gonna work with them, which they are so professional. If you ever you want to work with a studio, honestly, obviously we now have more Pandi, but Manu Media, they really are great at what they do. He really taught me a lot. I'm gonna give him his flowers. So basically, obviously, that was when I actually had an episode. So basically, there's a lady by the name of Jabu that I interviewed. So I have a PA, guys, and so my PA is the one that actually books the appointments at most times. And I don't really like to hear the stories beforehand because I want my reaction to be real and authentic on camera. So she would obviously vert, and the moment when it came to Jabu, she just told me that there's a woman that has been scammed over 500,000 rands by a man, and I was like, great, I'm gonna take it, she has to come. So of course she came, and when she came, we were sitting and we were recording. If you guys go to that video, I'm gonna link it, right? If you guys go to that video, you will see the literal genuine shock on my face because this was the first time ever that I was hearing of any way of scamming in this way. Now, for some of you guys that do not have the history of me, I was almost scammed 350,000 rands. Well, I didn't have that cash. I mean, come on. But the guy tried. This guy was a Congolese guy that basically said that his minerals were stuck in Messina and his minerals costed over 2 million rands. And so when he gets them this side, he can even give me like 500,000 rands. This can happen in a space of two days or 3 days. Basically, what he did was, he invited, we met, right? And which now I do believe really I was tailed. I think I've spoken about this many times. I think I was definitely targeted because in that time, 2021, I was recently divorced and I had just bought a brand new SUV. So that car you could see, I mean, it was the model 2021. It had just come out. So obviously, even if you didn't have cash in your account, you definitely had to have like a powerful or strong balance, like in terms of like your credit for you to can be able to get a loan, basically. So the guy obviously took me out. He was very sweet. I didn't know anything about love scammers, guys. Nothing whatsoever. He takes me out. We go for lunch. Or coffee. It was definitely a coffee date. Some cheap nonsense, And so basically, fast forward, he tells me that he's going to be going to Congo for minerals, blah, blah, blah. And then he claims his minerals were stuck in Messina, and that, he urgently needed 350,000 rands. When I told him I didn't have, he said, baby, please just go to the bank and loan the money, send me, I'm going to give you when I come back. Now, obviously, that is how he scams, or rather they scam, I should say. I had actually gotten, advice from one of my cousins who basically said, there are these guys that are love scammers. She actually spoke about Congolese in particular. And I was like, what? So it was for the first time ever that I was actually coming across something like that. And so basically what I also then did was that I became very interested, The guy said that, I need to send 350,000 rands. I said that I obviously did not have the money. He claimed that I can go to the bank, take a loan fast, and send him the money, right? Now, I had already gotten sort of like, the download from my cousin saying that these guys are scammers, but she was very particular with Congolese. And so, obviously, the guy did not get anything from me. He had already gotten 2,000 rands, which all my money came back plus more, trust and believe. So, after that whole ordeal, guys, like, I remember just sitting and at first, I did get some sense of shame of the fact that this guy scammed me and I had given him 2,000, even though at that time when I made the video, I had not gotten my money back. So I made the video basically saying, guys, there's something like this. Guys are scamming. These niggas are gigolos now. Just be on the lookout, So when I made that video, I won't lie, guys, I was really embarrassed. I mean, at this point, I'd already covered, right? I'd already known that, they're scamming. So obviously, I was not going to get love scammed again. But I thought of people out there. I thought of my subscribers. I thought of my followers. Like, guys, please don't get scammed. Because imagine if I had just sent this guy 350,000 if I had it, or I had just gone to the bank and loaned that 350 and sent this guy, So when I made that video, that was when actually a lot of people actually started to come to my DMs and told me, Owamie, this has happened to me. They tried, or my aunt got scammed, this and that. So there was a lot of people that actually had come to my DMs talking about love scamming. But when I tell you guys that the story that Jabu told blew me right out of the water, I could believe it, but I just could not believe of the fact that how had I never ever heard of this, because I've had so many people come to my DMs talking about love scamming and everything. So basically, obviously, you guys will know Jabu's story. She said that she was scammed by a Ugandan man, and the style that they actually used was fake ancestors. So she would go into this house, they would claim that, the ancestors are being introduced or whatever, the ancestral voice will speak. And they will convince you, they will play magic tricks on you. They will, show you money that, is non-existent, basically tell you that that's 10, 15 million, go get a loan so that money is actually mixed. This is your riches, blah, blah, blah. Your boyfriend at that time also shocked, like he doesn't know what's going on. He claims this is the first time because you're the one. So it's basically love scamming, guys, on another level. Like, I used to think Congolese had it down. They have nothing. Nigerians have nothing on Ugandans. Like, nobody in Africa has anything on the way that Ugandans scam. So basically, what then happened, I was so shocked, guys, of the fact that after Jabu's episode, my goodness, so many women came to my DMs. I was also love scammed. I would like to come tell my story, but I'm not comfortable to share my face. I would like, they were doing that. To a point where season 1 of To Hell and Back really honestly got taken over by, this love scamming episodes. Today, I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys why I had so many episodes of love scamming on season 1. It was because, first of all, my heart was very painful. I wanted as many people to come and tell their story as possible because I feel everyone's story matters. Even though I knew how they scam and where it's going to end, if you watched the whole season, I made sure that every single person that came to my show felt that their story was important, felt that their story also mattered. They were not just a statistic. Now, even with that, guys, what I actually then found out was the fact that with most of these women, they had their cases open. The police are not really doing much. When they go to the police, they are actually laughed at by the police. a lot of them, if you're opening a case and they're telling you, you've got a lot of money to play with, you should have just given me that man. Do you really think this person is going to take your case serious? And then they tell you, oh, just put it over there because there's like 50 of you that have been scammed over there. So I really literally did find that it was more of a pandemic that even I had actually thought, or more than a lot of people had actually thought. And so I really honestly continued with them. Now, I would obviously take clips from To Hell and Back and I would share them on TikTok, and those clips on TikTok went viral. When I tell you over 500,000 views have been happening, like per video, 300 and something thousand. The videos have been going wild on TikTok. I don't know if it's because they're short or rather because obviously I edit the most interesting parts. So people did find those videos to be very interesting. Now, obviously, with them being shared, they then went to the same Ugandans that actually scam. So the next thing that I actually saw this time is that my account started getting spam liked. Now, there's a lady that calls herself Queen B. She is there on Instagram, on TikTok as well. I have also interviewed her. And her account is basically just dedicated to exposing this way that Ugandans actually scam. And with her account, she actually has put out a picture of her scammer. The man that scammed her, she has put him out. She was scammed over 2 million. No, I think over 1.3 million, if I'm not too mistaken. So this is like her whole entire pension fund. They also have you take loans and stuff like that. And so obviously we now started to become targets, right? My account was getting spam liked, her account was getting spam liked. How I actually saw that it was the same crew was because it was the same people that were spam liking. So I did put my account on private obviously at that time. I think it did really honestly make me kind of have to wake up in a way of the fact that, okay, my name is being spoken in rooms where I'm not, and not in a positive way. I'm thinking that I'm helping people, I'm sharing, which I am, but to them, that's me literally like, disturbing their business. Because remember, guys, the scamming business only works when information is not out there. The moment women talk, the moment people talk about it, you take away all its power. If everyone knows of how they scam, no one is going to get scammed that way, which means that they're not basically going to be able to scam women anymore. So I really honestly did feel very unease of that. These are foreigners that I do not know, and these are people who they have real connections. And when I say connections, I mean real connections, okay? And so I have made a decision that I'm not going to be selfish with myself. You guys know my story. I have got siblings. I've got a nephew. They fully depend on me. I cannot put my life in danger because I literally am. So I'm going to be stopping, and I'm not going to be taking anyone that was scammed, especially if you're going to be coming to my show and you don't want to show your face. Now, I do remember that I told you guys to say that we're going to have To Hell and Back, and To Hell and Back loved edition, scammed edition. Unfortunately, To Hell and Back scammed edition is not going to be happening. So if you're someone that has been scammed, whether you were scammed by a Ugandan man, a Tanzanian man, a South African man, a Nigerian, or wherever they are from, an American or whatever, you do have a right. You can come to the show because everyone has a right to tell their story. But I will only be interviewing people that actually come and bring their face. I find it to be really hurtful of the fact that why should I put my life in danger if you're not ready to fight for yourself? If anyone watches most of those videos, it's my face there. People have hidden their faces. So what makes me feel like I should be the one that actually sticks my neck out there for people that are not ready to stick their necks out there, However, one thing that I'm going to go ahead and say is that I know that some of you guys are going to be very much disappointed, but I'm just not going to. The fact that they spam liked my videos, it did show me that obviously what I'm doing has got an impact and is affecting them. And I do not put it past someone that can meet a woman, know her hurt, know her pain. Especially with Queen B, I can go ahead and tell you guys to say, I did meet her mom. She's very old, very, very old. Queen B actually just lost both of her sons. So she was still also grieving the loss of both her sons. Her mother is very old. Her mother fully depends on her. But this man went on to continue to scam every single thing. And when I tell you everything, I mean down to every cent, okay? Left her absolutely with nothing. They are heartless. They don't care of the fact that, she lost her children. They don't care of the fact that, her mother is here. If this woman is not here to take care of this old man, like this old man literally says a woman is as good as gone. So I'm just not going to take any chances when it comes to that. And that's why I'm saying that I'm not gonna stick my neck. If you want to tell your story, you're very much welcome, but you better bring your face, and you better know that you're also fighting for your own right, because you are the one that was actually love scammed. Do you understand? So that is the thing that I just wanted to say. But the other thing, again, before I actually leave, that I'm going to say is that, guys, you guys know me. If you know me from my main channel, you will know what I always say, and things that I see at most times, they do happen. I do see that something big is definitely coming. And that's something that is very scary. I don't even want to lie to you guys. At this point, I doubt that the government, I would say, or people from Uganda, they know what their fellow brothers are doing in the country. And the reason why I'm actually talking about them is because they have the highest rate of success when it comes to scamming in this country. They have the highest rate of actually taking the most, because they go for your pension fund, they go for your loans, and it's every single thing that you have. They leave you with no bank balance to can actually go and take a loan. They leave you with no life savings. They leave you with no pension fund. You have nothing. You're like someone that never ever worked. Someone that never ever worked. They actually leave you in debt, because the banks are now going to be after you wanting that money. Now, back then, women used to get scammed. The moment that they realize that they've been scammed, they would just take their lives. They're not going to talk. They're not even going to leave a message to say this is what happened, because they wanted to protect their memory. So it would just happen that when the family goes to pension fund, they realize, no, this person actually took their pension fund 3 months ago, and this person now took their lives. Now they would say, oh, this person actually took that money, she chowed that money by herself, and when she finished, she took their life, and they would just keep it moving. But then now, with this newer generation of women that are getting scammed, they actually talk. They are telling their families. They mostly target women that are in their late 40s, because they know that their pension fund is going to be more. So basically, what do? These women have got kids. They have got sons. Their sons maybe about 14, 15, others even 18. And when their mothers actually tell them, I was scammed by a Ugandan man, and maybe this woman takes her life, trust and believe, all the anger and all the rage that this child feels goes to the Ugandans. This child does not know which particular one scammed my mother, but this child knows it was a Ugandan man. So what do you think is going to be a South Africa? What do you think is really going to actually happen when these kids grow up? The law is failing women that have been love scammed, guys. I'm telling you the truth. They are all being failed. Very much. Law officials, some are working with them. It's crazy. Now, there will come a time where these women are tired of the fact that, they will take the last money that they have, or they have someone that says, I'm going to help you. They get a PI to hire private investigators, at most times no less than 40 grand, that will go out there, trace these guys, get them, take them to court, and the judge is gonna simply just say, well, you guys were in a relationship, it was a love gone wrong, it was not a scamming situation, so this person is gonna say, yeah, I'll afford to pay you 10,000 rands every month from the 4 million that they scammed you, from the 2 million that they scammed you, and then they're gonna give you 10,000 this month, next month, and after that they disappear. So what are these women now going to do? They're going to go to that other group that you guys know who I'm talking about. That other group, the moment that they actually realize, damn, these people have been scamming and they have got cash. That's money that is not even traceable. They're going to now start to say, if you're a woman and you've been love scammed, come to us, we'll help you for free. How much were you scammed? Come with proof. Oh, I was scammed 1 million. We're going to get you the 1 million. They know when they get there, they're also going to get more than that. It's going to be a bloodbath. Because all this money that these women are being scammed, guys, it's in cash. I do have a feeling that things are going to get bad, but I honestly am withdrawing myself. I don't want to be seen as the face of exposing this. I am done. I am done. I also have a family that I need to think for. There will come a time where maybe women will be bold enough to tell their own stories, like how Queen Bee is actually doing. But I am done actually having to help people that don't want to help themselves. When you approach me and say, "Oh, I mean, I want to come, but I'm not going to show my face," you're basically saying, "Oh, I mean, you stick your neck out there for me, and you're not telling your story. I'm telling your story for you because my face is there, your face is not." And so I'm not going to be doing that anymore. If you want to come and tell your story of how you were scammed or whatever, you would definitely have to bring your face. I won't even lie. But I'm no longer taking people's stories, especially when it comes to love scam, that actually do not want to show their faces. Okay. I don't have that option anymore. There's a lot of people that want to come to the show and tell different stories, that want to show their faces, they want to own to their stories, and that is okay. But if not, I'm just not going to actually do it. But the reason why I was even saying this is that right now the whole world is quiet. As South African women are being scammed every single day. As South African women are losing their pension fund. As South African women are literally killing themselves, guys, because there are people that are taking their own lives because they don't even have, some women are even starving. They don't even have a cent to can buy food. The whole world is quiet. But let these women now start approaching that other gang that you guys know what they do to people. Now it's going to be xenophobia. Now everyone, the whole world is going to cry, South Africans are xenophobic. South Africans are this and that. Yet when South African women are being terrorized, everyone is quiet. So for me, as I said, I'm withdrawing myself. I think I've done enough. If you're watching this video, your job is to just go ahead and educate people around you, so that they do not get scammed. But personally, I'm just not going to put my life in danger. Not anymore. And anyway, that is that. As for the audio that I had said I wanted to share, I will not be sharing anymore, I won't be sharing anymore. To the ninja that sent me the audio, I'm really, really sorry. But if you want the only audio to can go out there, you can come with your face, you can come with your face and then you can put it there. But other than that, I'm just not going to stick my life out there. I have people that fully depend on me. So I really also cannot be selfish with myself, But I do hope that if you're someone that knows about this, because it's not only Ugandans, guys. Trust me, like even South Africans are starting to join in, as much as they're just not in the level where Ugandans are because they are an organized crime unit. But other people from different groups, they're also taking notes. They're also upgrading their skills of scamming women, especially. So if you're a woman out there and you are falling in love with a man, trust and believe, please leave your money at home. No man that loves you is going to be asking you for money every day. No man that loves you is going to be wanting money from you all the time. A man that loves you will want to invest in you. He's not going to want to come and take. So basically that is that. I do have to say, yeah, those guys that spam liked my account, you guys win. Okay, I give it to you. It's okay. Y'all can continue the scamming. Y'all can continue whatever you're doing. I'm definitely removing myself from this equation just because, guys, all I do, I'm a blogger. I am a blogger. I am a content creator. I don't want anything that's going to put my life in danger. Big. That's not what I'm going to do. So anyway, ninjas, that is that. For some of you guys that may be disappointed, trust and believe you will get undisappointed soon. And again, as I said, if you've got a story to share but you're coming with your face, that's great. But if you know you're not brave enough to show your face, I'm just not going to take it. You can try other channel networks. I'm sure that they'll be able to take you and they'll be able to do that because, I'm just not about to put my life in danger or continue to. So from season 2, you guys know what it is. Season 2 of To Hell and Back Scammed Edition has been cancelled, but I am going to be actually putting another series on that spot, which will be on Thursdays, because To Hell and Back will only be airing on Mondays, 12 p.m. how we've been doing it, every single Monday, and then I'll get a different show that will also air on Thursdays, and we'll continue having different shows as they go. The last thing that I will go ahead and say is that if you are someone that is out there that you are a scammer, you scam women. These women that you guys scam, they are human beings. They're not your clients. They're not your customers. They're not whatever. They're human beings. And they have got families. They have got sons. They have got daughters. One day you will scam the wrong one. whose maybe child belongs to a group that kills people for a living, trust and believe it's not going to be nice. And I hate the fact that South Africans are always, always, always called xenophobic whenever they fight for themselves. If the legal system is not fighting for these women, who do you think these women will end up going to? No matter how weak a person is, guys, if you push someone to the wall enough, they will show you a side that even you get shocked. Because at this point, it's no longer about life, but survival. And these people will do every and anything that they can, either to get their money back or also to just get back at you. Because it is so painful for someone to come into your life. Yes, if you want to scam me money. But don't use my body in it. Because these guys, they will convince you they love you. They will convince you to sleep with you. They'll convince you to do this and that. Act like they've got a life that they're going to live with you. So these women, when they've been love scammed, they're not only just left in debt, they're also left with a void of the life that they wanted to live or they saw or they were promised to live with this man that came solely to scam. You will scam the wrong one day. That's all I'm going to say. But anyway, ninjas from Owamie, I love you guys. Monday, we are back. And it's season 2 of To Hell and Back. You guys are going to definitely enjoy season 2. I love you guys so much. Stay blessed. And I will see you guys my next upload. Mwah. Bye, ninjas.